Up next on the Day Beer Review, we're going to be looking at Pilot. This is a stout deluxe beer coming in at 4% ABV. Let's go check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich, and I am coming to you again from Scotland. And today we are looking at Pilot. This is a stout deluxe beer, and it was made in Leith, so another Scottish beer. Everything a good stout should be: rich, bold, roasty, smooth. But at 4%, it's easy drinking enough to come back to. Morris Otter gave subtle biscuit base and layers of increasingly darker malt. So it should be, based on what I see in the ingredients, which is Scottish water, barley, hops, oats. This should taste sort of like, a nice chocolate, a nice coffee. Once again, I am shooting this actually in Scotland on the island of Skye, and I'm actually in a converted church. It was a church once, and it is now an Airbnb, and the ocean is probably about it looks like about a mile away. So while I'm here, I'm trying to check out as many of the local beers as I can. Now, this is also gluten-free, which is an interesting thing, because you don't see that very often in the States. And this says that at Pilot, we use fresh ideas and techniques, but keep drinkability at the heart of everything we do, putting flavor firmly ahead of appearance. Don't use filtration or... Actually, I don't know what that word is. Some sort of finishing of any kind. So, you know what? Instead of reading the can, let's check it out. And again, I am not in the bar, so I don't have my glassware. But we'll give this a pour. And the light in this room is terrible, but it does pour a very dark, and look at that, that's the worst pour I think I've ever done in my life. There's, a tiny bit of beer on the bottom and a tremendous amount of head, which is just ridiculous. But that should be good for checking the nose. You're fine, I have it mic'd. So actually, I've just tried another one that I got while I was in Loch Ness, and it had this really wonderful coffee malty flavor to it, but there were these notes of like a dark chocolate. In this case, I'm getting that good coffee roasty flavor, but instead of dark chocolate, I'm getting sort of a milk chocolate. In fact, it almost smells like, I guess it would be like a Yoo-hoo. Yeah, just mixed with like coffee. Let's give it a taste. Now, unfortunately, if you hear any noise, the last time I was actually in England, I guess it was. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, it was Ireland. My wife and our friend Kate was here, and they were in the background, and they were laughing about yeast because we had gone to the Guinness factory. Now they're sitting over there, and they're laughing again, and I just had to say yeast. I don't think it's going to make it onto the, the mic. Oh, you're laughing at me directly. Oh, okay. Very nice. So they're laughing at me. Of course, the one who said that's the one that married me and has been with me for the last 30 years or so. So, anyway. What did you say?
I said alimony is too much money.
If that makes it onto the video, she said alimony is too much money. So, isn't that nice? Mind you, she finances half this stuff, so, All right. So again, a nice sort of milk chocolate flavor to it, a good coffee aroma. And the carbonation, which I thought initially, because my pour sucked, was going to be a little bit too aggressive. But it does a nice job of really opening up the flavor as it goes down. What this one doesn't have is any sort of hoppiness or any sort of bitterness on the back end, which is really nice. This is just a nice, smooth, sort of malty type of beer. Really enjoyable. And again, they're on the couch giggling. Here, let me turn the camera towards them because they always love when I do that. Yeah, you hear? Suddenly things get a little different when you talk about turning the camera. You want to hear some more yelling? I'll just give the camera a little turn. You see? Knew it. All right. Oh, that's going to stay in this.
Not authorized. my likeness.
That's not staying in there.
All that's in there. So, all right. So anyway, back to this. And now the camera's crooked. Pretty soon, I'm sure there'll be more noise, and you'll get to see yet another room as I go and hide from everybody and try and shoot my beer reviews. I actually want to try the stairs next. So again, a good chocolate sort of coffee flavor to it. I'm going to try not to completely blow this particular shoot because these two are giggling and all of that. So let's see. Once again, this is called Pilot, and it's coming at 4%. Now, it is very smooth. It's gluten-free, which is a nice thing. And it says, we reckon that beer should bring people together. So I guess they donate 2 pennies or something like that to Drinklusion. I don't know what that is. The can is actually sort of interesting when you go through it. But again, it is made in Leith. I'm trying to find the brewery here, but it is just not on the can. Best before, store upright, dark place, serve chilled. I guess it's going to be... Yeah, it's just Pilot Brewery then. Okay, that's what it is. All right, would I buy it again? Yeah, I would. Do I think it would make it to the States? I don't. I have a feeling it's a very small brewery. But it has a really nice flavor to it. Would I pick it up? Yeah, I think it would survive the trip as a stout. That's about the best compliment I can get. All right, so I will see you next time on End of the Day Beer Review. I hope you enjoyed the review. Cheers.